The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll toss this out right for Vaughn.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Luke Schoonmaker.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Nice report by Fairbairn. Open good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Cowboys at 10-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down and 1.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Herbert. That caught by Manhurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
On the move past the 40. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 5. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running from the gun with Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
And the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a 2nd back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9 now. Got him there. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out, powering his way forward. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Inside handoff, Henry. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, Henry.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Johnson running left. And he goes out right around the 39.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Herbert.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Herbert throwing again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go!
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw in overtime for Herbert. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Things started off exciting this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Cowboys, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.